All right, we're 2 minutes out. Switch over here to our full screen there. Check last minute chats here. And then what we'll do is at the top of the hour, basically, we'll all charge, fly forward, and kind of aim forward at it. I know the gravity's kind of pulling your nose down, but then once you hit, just aim up at it and just fly forward towards it. And I'll be doing a countdown in that last minute there. Now, final minute.
Frameshift charge detected.
All right, that's 30 seconds. Don't go quite yet. Not yet. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jumping to LHS 1590. The star we are approaching is scoopable.
There we go.
We have arrived at our target destination.
And I've apparently arrived in an instance with nobody. Everyone just vanished. I'm all alone. All right. Imagine a lot of you guys are in an instance together, possibly. You discovered LHS 1590? Nice. Where's my keyboard's not working? There we go. It did. My mic distorted, really? Huh. What if it's because I was kind of like looking at the site as well. I had the countdown on my laptop. I wonder if that's what caused it. Oh, hey, I got someone in my instance, though. And I'm still in full screen, according to myself. There we go. I should actually alter that. I have like a little in-ear monitor that reminds me if I've been in the full screen for more than 2 minutes.
Back later, everybody. Thanks for letting me hop in. What is the current target?
Yep. Then basically just going through, we got over at the expedition.info is listed all of them. So we got 51 Pegasi. Then
Yes.
HIP 62270. Chiron. 5 row
So
Ophiuchi.
we meet in 51 Pegasi.
Yes, like some of us will be flying around. The next base camp is Nova Aquila number 3, which will be in a week. I'll be the next mass jump for that. We'll have another mass jump here from Thethys this evening, of course, as well, for those looking to join. About 12 hours from now, we'll be starting that up. And then otherwise, yeah, we'll be exploring for a little bit here. I'll have the stream going a little bit. I'm going to hit the first few here as well myself. And then see some of you this evening or not. And then maybe some new faces this evening as well. We'll do another mass jump there for people that couldn't make this one or was a bad time for them. And Ozzy Kim, thank you for the follow. 0707. Welcome to the Storm Chaser crew. And so I'll hit the first few here on this stream as well for anyone. And Fedman K, thank you for the follow. 0707. Welcome on in as well to the Storm Chaser crew. And then, yeah, if you on the stream, I'll hit the first few here, explain kind of what the significance of some of these are. So we just jumped from Thethys, which is the real star system. Is Gliese 135. It's one of the stars. There's about 30 or so stars that are part of the AB Doradus moving group. It is the closest co-moving group to our own solar system, which is basically a group of stars that was born together effectively and moved through space together, because the solar systems also move relative to each other and as they orbit the galactic center. And so Thethys is just one of the many systems as part of the that nearest one to us. And then now we're going to be moving on over to 51 Pegasi B, which I'm already in. I've already hit there. Scan the sun up, and it's just the two bodies here in 51 Pegasi. Bravo. And 51 Pegasi 1 is how it's displayed in the system, but it is the same actual data from the real one. Prototype of the hot Jupiter type of planet. And that is a gas giant that orbits closer to its sun than Mercury does ours.
Setting course for 51 Pegasi. We will reach our destination in 2 jumps. The 2019
Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded for the discovery of this planet. Oop, and we got triple in the fishing game. And a great white shark record. There you go. And then for those looking to ride a carrier, if you're in the Discord or on the stream, we got the 2 carriers back in Thethys. I'll overview those real quick. There's some other ones. There's going to be another person I'm going to be adding in the Discord as well. But we do have some official carriers. Mine both are in Thethys at the moment. That is CEA Kirkbride and CEA Kami's Lookout. They'll both be going to the base camp at some point, basically. One of them probably going to go a little
Jumping to Saturikari.
Kami's Lookout will probably go quickest, and then Kirkbride will be kind of the straggler one.
This star isn't scoopable, but we can scoop at the star after this.
So Jala's carrier here somewhere. The HNMS Thor Heyerdahl as well is going to be
We're now one
added.
jump
They'll
from
have a channel in the Discord
Pegasi.
following them as well. They messaged me a bit earlier, and I just haven't been able to add it yet. Then Jala's Garage by Commander Jala Husky, and then the CA Glaunt Soul by Glauntsu is also official carrier. So those are going to be the carriers that should be making the trip. I believe Commander Minnie Valentine also said she was going to be bringing
Jumping
hers
to
along
51
as well. She's
Pegasi.
not here yet.
This star we are heading to is scoopable.
So that if anyone was looking for carriers to ride, ever. But yeah, these first 2 legs, they stay pretty close to the bubble. Get a nice warm up.
This is the final stop in our
in
current
case you
route.
forgot
What
something,
are your
you'll be
orders,
near the bubble
Commander?
to go back and grab it, and then we'll after the 2 legs, we'll just kind of set out towards LGM. Get a nice, very big red planet there. Get that dropped in there. Yeah, that's why I was here in her stream last night. I was there when she mentioned that. There we go. Nice little view of this Miggle red hot Jupiter of a gas giant. A prototype of hot Jupiters. It's the real hot Jupiter, not that one with the tourist beacon. That one's just an imposter. Yeah. More chance to get off, and at least the first week will be close, just in case anyone doesn't get off in the first week. They'll be within 900 light years of the bubble, no matter where they end up there on that first leg. I think the furthest week, I think Sharon is the first week in. It's 900. So next will be the Coalsack Nebula. We're gonna head over to the Coalsack Nebula now. Just one of the random systems in it, basically. The nebula is the point here. I don't have my jet cone boost on. I was gonna say, this should be going through Jackson's Lighthouse, I would imagine. There we go. Or maybe it goes through a white dwarf, I guess. Pop right back over there.
Surface scan complete.
And then yeah, we'll be streaming tonight. We'll be definitely streaming a lot longer from the mass jump tonight as well. We're gonna do a full stream, right? Because that's our normal time, anyways. We'll do the jump, and then we'll really be going through the leg. First, we got to charge off this white dwarf here. The LAWD stellar catalog is all white dwarf. So if you ever see a LAWD system, it is a white dwarf. I can't remember what it stands for. The WD stands for white dwarf, but I can't remember what the LA was. It was like Layton's Astronomical Survey of White Dwarfs or something. I can't remember. Just that it's white dwarfs. And for a minute, so because I mentioned a little bit ago as well, Thethys is a real star. For those that did not already know, some real stars in the bubble have like lore names, right? They're not there under their actual real star name, like Thethys or Keltim, that are real stars, but they have their Elite Dangerous in-universe lore name. But if you highlight those on the galaxy map, and you scroll down, you'll have astronomical information on some of them. Well, actually, I think all of them will. But you might see a Gliese, a HIP, or an HD entry on those. That'll be their numbers for those. Any stars that have a Gliese, a HIP, or a HD. I think the HR catalog will also show up there as well. If they
Setting course for Lord 83.
I think
we will
LHS
reach our
does.
destination in 2 jumps.
Maybe not. But if they have those, they'll show up there. So we know that Thethys, for example, is the real star HIP 15442. Hey, Artificial Idea 070 thank you for the follow, and welcome to the Storm Chaser crew. And let me get my back here again. I lost what it was. HIP 62270. Yep. There we go. And you got a carp. And then over here to the coal stack now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oop, and you caught a nice lobster there.
Ready to engage. 4, 3.
Jumping to A Indy. Make sure we have enough fuel at this next star for at least 2 more jumps, as the subsequent star is not scoopable. We're now 1 jump from Lord 83.
Get that there unpinned.
Fuel scooping complete.
Get a little fuel scooped back up in here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff near the bubble too. Like, there are so many real stars to hit near the bubble. It's like with planning these first lights, it's always like just gotta select some, you know. I could put Betelgeuse and VI Canis Majoris and
Jumping to Lord
you know,
83.
there's like hundreds I could select from for a first leg. Gotta be selective sometimes.
The star coming up is a white dwarf. We can supercharge here, but stay near the ends of the cone only, as too close a proximity will damage your ship. It is not scoopable.
System scan.
Well, this is the system you wanted to visit. Where to now, Commander?
What was my jump range on this build? 89.48, yeah, pretty much 90. I know I must have this idea. I think the future, I might, because I have enough exploration ships now, at least on the Keswick account. I might like lead the other mass jumps in like my history of exploration ships. It's like I first started in a Type 6, which I still have. I have all of them still. I went the Type 6 and Distant Worlds a little bit before Distant Worlds 2. I got the Asp Explorer, and then halfway through Celebration of Early Astronomy 1, I switched to the Orca, and then now I'm in a Mandalay. It seems to be a T-Tower. It's very pink. Yeah, it's something orbiting really close to it, too. Out here is the actual jump to the coal sack area, then. Actually, I think a HIP 22-460's out here. I want to go check that out while we're out here, too. Apparently the Thargoids aren't there now. See how that's doing. Oh, crap. Thargoids are actually interdicting into coal sack. That's not good.
Setting course for coal 285
I should
sector
put a
and
warning about that in the Discord, perhaps.
B21-8. We will reach our destination in 2 jumps.
Wow, okay, Hey everyone, just FYI, jumping into HIP 62270, apparently there's interdictions. What is... That's...
We have left the wing, Commander. Jumping to Cruises Sector HR-W C1-29. This star and the subsequent star are scoopable, so only scoop here if you are low on fuel. We're now one jump from Col 285 Sector NY-N B21-8.
Yeah. Well, but just in case people are carrying Guardian stuff, though.
Fuel scooping.
Do the rare member ping on that one because it is kind of important.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, apparently they're not hostile in this one. I can't see my... Yeah, see green. Yeah, the Discord over my EDMC, so I couldn't tell. Yeah, Thargoids are not hostile. Okay. They would be hostile if you had, like, a Guardian Orb or something in your cargo, though, which sometimes people do like to carry on these expeditions, so... Yeah, as long as it's not cargo. If you have an exchange module or whatever, it's not a worry. Ow.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. Alright, let's see here. Scan the system real quick.
Ready to engage.
Just signals here at the moment.
Jumping to Col 285 Sector NY-N B21-8. The star we are approaching is scoopable.
Then you just copy these so I can just read them on my main computer.
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location.
The Pleiades ones, those are ones are hostile, right? Alright, so this is just the general for the Coalsack Nebula here. Not really anything in this particular system itself. But you got the Coalsack Nebula there. Big old dark nebula. And from our solar system, it
Setting
like
course for
obscures
HIP
the band of the Milky Way.
62270. We will reach our destination
Get a
in
better way
5
to,
jumps.
like, print these off or something so I can read them. I'm trying to look over at my laptop to remember what I typed.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift
Stick them in
drive
here under the that'll kind of work. And it's basically the one of the closest like stellar nurseries and star forming regions to our own solar system.
Jumping to Col 285 Sector AL-EE
Let's take a look here, see if we can get a view of it.
C12-27.
Might have to jump to another system to actually get a good view, but it's kind of a regional waypoint.
This
more or
next
less.
star is scoopable, as are the subsequent 4 stars in our route.
We're kind of in it. So you
Scanning
see
now,
it's kind of got
Commander.
this dark area there in the sky.
For jumps left to our target destination,
The edge
boss.
of the edges of it
No
there.
bodies match your minimum bioscan value threshold,
Pick another
Commander.
system nearby to jump over to. see what HIP 62154 is all about. Nice bright star, and should get us a good view of that.
Jumping to Rego, ES-U V57-3. This star we are jumping to is scoopable, as are the subsequent 3 stars in our route. We're now 3 jumps from HIP 62270.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
The actual planet here. Oh, these are all those signal sources. We got some other planets yet to discover here. Not that it's
Drive charging.
not undiscovered, obviously, but gotta scan for ourselves, right? Then we go turn our data in at some point in Tethys too. Help ourselves out there.
Jumping to Rego Li Bladi Bladi Blah. The star coming up is scoopable, as are the subsequent 2 stars in our route. Two jumps remaining in our route.
And a nice little water world there. Get a nice screenshot of the water world with coal sack in the background. That might be a nice little screenshot. And another water world, actually.
Which system are you in?
Jumping to Muscadark region.
HIP
BQ-Y
62154.
D139.
154. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right next door to the that
This
coal
star
sack
we are heading to
waypoint,
is
just to get a
scoopable,
better,
as is
little
the
bit of a better
subsequent
view on
star
the
in
coal
our
sack.
route.
Somewhere around here.
We're
That's
now
it up
1
there.
jump from HIP
Yeah,
62270.
There now we get a real nice view of the coal sack over there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Line that up properly. That's what side it was on. Above us now.
Jumping to HIP 62270. This star we are jumping to is scoopable.
Nice and above us there.
This is the final stop in our current route. What are your orders, Commander?
Fuel scooping.
That's kind of a decent little shot there. Get the contrast there and all that.
Setting course for HIP 62154. System is just 1 jump away.
Very dark nebula. Hence the name.
Fuel scooping complete.
Actually, I would fix that. Especially fix where the rear thruster comes out the front of the ship.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. It's like, can you spot the midnight black ship on the coal stack, Commander?
Jumping to HIP 62154.
There is a ship there. You just gotta look.
This star we are heading to is scoopable.
Alright, next one will be Chiron.
Well, this was our target destination. What's next, Commander?
No, it didn't. Chiron. This is a good one too. There's actually a lore megaship here in Chiron as well. This is kind of our general waypoint for the IC 4604 region. Yeah, otherwise, yeah. I'm still on full screen. I'm so glad I added that. I think now that I can actually yell at myself, basically. Like, you guys don't hear it, but I hear in my ear, like, you're still in full screen. It's like, oh, yeah. And we did finally, we got the, I need to get the pack of fans for the computer, but I got the water cooler switched out, and it's just like, the new cooler is insane. I was like running like 95 Celsius before during the burn test.
Setting
then it was
course
actually
for
hitting
Chiron.
100 when I was starting
We will
to
reach our destination
lose that,
in 7
cooling
jumps.
capacity. Like, now this one like hits like 75 maybe during that same test. So it runs much cooler now. Like, let's see what let me see what it's hitting here when I'm streaming. 56. It's 56 Celsius. I think it was like in the 70s usually before, when I was streaming. Because like the burn test use a type of processor instructions called AVX, Advanced Vectoring Extensions, I think is what it was called. And they use more of there's special circuits for that so they make more heat because they're using more circuits on the board, on the actual processor die, I guess. I'm not sure how it exactly works. I just know that apparently AVX instructions are hot. What I know. But like nothing else I really like use. Actually, there's one thing I know I use that uses AVX, but like really nothing I uses AVX. So it's like if it can handle an AVX burn test, right, it's never going to reach that hot in normal usage. Because the only other thing I ever use I'm not using for just making it hot, right, is the chess engine. The Stockfish chess engine does use AVX instructions. That's the only thing I use where I'm actually using it for like just having fun with computer chess. So that's the little thing I do on the side every once in a while too, is get on the
Jumping to Colsack sector HR-W
like
D1-28
server that there's some people challenge their
This
computers
star
to
we
each
are
other.
heading to is
Put your
scoopable,
bot up on
as
this
are the
little chess
subsequent
server
6
and
stars
fight
in our
other
route.
computers and see whose computer plays chess the best, right? And then there's like
Are we
fine
there
tuning
yet?
to it as well. Like,
Oh,
okay, how
6
much memory
jumps
do I
still
need to
to go.
dedicate to the
Such
the in
fun.
tables and this and that? Look, computer chess goes weirdly deep. It's something I do every once in a while, or I just get bored and I decide to have my graphics card fight my processor and see which one wins that day. Because I also have the Leela Chess Zero engine as well, which runs on a graphics card. So I could be like, okay, processor, fight the 2070 Super. Who wins? It's usually a tie, honestly. when you're getting into those speeds, it just ends up tying from threefold repetition eventually. Yeah, not all CPUs have them either. It's like an Intel thing, if I remember correctly. I move my microphone now. It feels like it's in the wrong position. Yeah, even not all Intel. Do like any AMDs have it, or was it like a unique to certain Intel thing? I can't even remember. 'Cause I know the AVX test I have is called Intel burn test. So I don't know if maybe that's because it just only works on Intel. But yeah, I know at least oh, the AMD can too. Okay, I just know like Stockfish will run up at the AVX temperature. So I'm imagining it has AVX because I don't like nothing else. Even 100% load will go that hot except for that or the burn tests.
Jumping to Priya
For multiple floating point parallel
5-Q B5-4.
operations. Okay, because I was like, I don't know what all it even does besides make heat.
The star we are approaching is scoopable, as are the subsequent 5 stars in our
But
route.
yeah, it's like my chat, my Twitch chat knows I was having issues with my previous AIO cooler, and I was like, I need to get that out before it just actually
We're now
dies.
5 jumps from Sheeran.
But it had a good long life. It was like an 8-year-old AIO, like, and it was just starting to make some noises. Like, I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh, it's just gonna one day not go. But it was like it's starting to at least lose cooling capacity because I had to pull back the. Well, I actually just pulled back the AVX offset for the clock and it was fine. But like, yeah, it's starting to lose some cooling capacity, so I'm gonna get that changed before it loses more. But this new cooler, I'm gonna have to look. I might actually be able to up my clock by 0.1 gigahertz, possibly get this processor up to 4.4 because I'm running. I need to get the computer just upgraded. Oh, we got a MOV adder there.
Jumping to Lapu's Dark Region B Sector KW-V B2-7.
Get back on
The
in
star
there. Then.
we are approaching
Yeah, we need
is
to get our
scoopable, as are the subsequent 4 stars in our
at some
route.
point too. As we're running on an i7 6850K, which, yo, back in 2018 was like top of the line, but it's starting to show
For
its
jumps
age now.
remaining in our route.
But mainly for streaming, like, if you're not streaming, it's still a hell of a processor. Like, I only really top it out when streaming. But that's the problem, I top it out when streaming.
Frameshift drive charging.
And another MOV adder, okay. Oh, and Pete the Jones, thank you for the follow, 0707. Welcome to Storm Chaser. Let me try to open play here and grab a soda real quick. Maybe if I'm not looking at it, it'll do it.
3, 2,
Jumping to Lapu's Dark Region B Sector RT-Q B5-3. The subsequent 3 stars are also scoopable, so no need to refill the tank here, Mon Capitan.
There we go, yes. I just had...
Are we there
the
yet?
computer was just shy.
Oh, 3 jumps still to go. Such fun.
The computer was just shy. I had to not look at it, and then it could figure out how to log in. All right, we need to continue on towards Chiron, whatever it is. There we go. Next jump, perfect. Okay, woo. And then I looked at it again, and it errored. Got our cactus water here, though.
fuel scooping.
Yeah, that's why I picked that one for that nebula, because there's the mega ship.
Frameshift
All right, let's see if this works this time. Might be having server issues or something. Is CE7 causing enough people to jump that it's having server issues? That'd be funny. I don't think we have that many people, though.
Jumping to Lapu's Dark Region B Sector ZQ-L B8-1.
That'd be maybe not a good sign for the game if that was the case.
Our next star is scoopable, as are the subsequent 2 stars in our route.
Am I not seeing my lurk bait?
2 jumps
Yes.
left to our target destination, Mon Capitan.
fuel scooping.
EDSM's having issues with their server. Maybe there's a internet backbone carrier having an issue then. Level 3 down again. freaks me out for a moment. I'm like, oh no, hollow triangle. But yeah, GCS Sarasvati is in this system, and it is it's lore related to the first Thargoid War.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm gonna check that out real quick.
Jumping to IC
So
4604
IC
sector
4604, the Ro Ophiuchi
EL-YD23.
Cloud Complex. That's where we're at the moment. It's
This star and the subsequent
cloud
star
complex,
are
basically a bunch of
scoopable,
little
so only
nebulas.
scoop here
About
if you are low
460
on
light
fuel.
years from our solar system. In game, it is. I guess I can't see. I have that part of my EDMC covered, but rough.
We're
probably
now
roughly
one
the same,
jump
I
from
imagine.
Sheeran.
$597. Okay, it's a little further in game than it is in real life. But it's centered around the star Ro Ophiuchi, which is actually our next waypoint, and it's one of the closest star-forming regions to our solar system, and consists of star-forming cloud L1688 and the various filament clouds of it, known as the Dark River Clouds. We're kind of in there,
Frameshift drive charging.
so it's kind of it's one of the generic kind of orange nebulae there for this, but it you have these other parts of it, basically Ophiuchus, Pipestem. It's kind of
Jumping
part
to
of it as well.
Sheeran.
This whole region is just really dark nebula, basically.
Our next star is scoopable.
And then the particular cloud, that's this one, is what is considered L1688.
This is the final stop in our current route. What are your orders, Commander? Body Sheeran A2 in this system has remaining biological scans of interest to you, boss. We can make around 28.22 million credits scanning 6 of 6 species there.
I think I've probably scanned this before on this account, so we'll see if this is how this works. I'm pretty sure I've scanned this on both accounts. Zero. Let's see, what do we all have? We are 0, 1, 2, 3. That works perfect. Let us queue on up. Take turns scanning. Then we'll go to 2. Kind of in the middle of the spinning arms. It's like they're still spinning, but I think they're spinning slower than these stations usually spin. It's definitely creaking a little there.
Ooh, A2 is landable and has an atmosphere. It's already been discovered, but is it exploration time?
Now we'll go to 3 here. Try not to hit the other ship. See, we get this nice little backdrop here as well of the nebula around the mega ship, so it looks really cool. The thrusters coming out of the front of the ship, not so much. Really wish they would fix that. It's like I wanna look further away, but it looks like so weird. And the sprite for the lights does weird stuff too. The one thing I wish they would fix with the Mandalay is these weird like level of detail thing here. sure of this though. Oh, what the? Oh, I boosted. That was why. Oops. Not what I meant to do. I don't remember what my camera. Oop. I think it was this. If I do that. Okay, that's that. That's gonna freeze it. Okay. I was forgetting all my free camera controls.
6 biological signals detected on body A2. Detecting 6 signals below for bacterium, Cactoida, Fungoida, Stratum, Frutexa, and Tussock.
Oh, there we go. That gets the other row clouds in the background there as well. Shot taken there.
Orbital flight engaged.
I've locked the guidance computer to the
7
closest recorded
Ministry
sample
Malcolm
meeting
10.
your
How's it
scan
going?
value
How's it
threshold.
going?
There's an amethyst Cactoida
Doing
lapis
our lakes here. So we got the GCS
1464.61 kilometers from here.
Order of these logs even. Code of transmission detected. Okay. Unit 01, if you're receiving this, then I've got good news and bad news. The good
Now
news
entering
is the
orbital
contingency
cruise for
worked.
body A2.
The bad
This
news
one's
is the
a high metal
contingency was
content body.
necessary.
Gravity is 0.27
Before
G.
everything ended, Dr.
Surface
Lockhart from
temperature
Project
is minus
Equinox managed to
105
track me
degrees
down.
Celsius.
All the data in this archive, all their findings. You're going to need it for what comes ahead. The whole galaxy is going to need it, in all likelihood. By the time you've got this message, me, Izzy, and the rest of the Thunderchild team will be long gone. I'm sorry, I truly am. We've given you an enormous responsibility, one you never asked for. Listen, we all made mistakes. I'm not going to pretend that the cooperative didn't collapse for a reason. We watched the hopes and dreams of generations before us crumble in the face of political infighting in the decades following the war. But out of everything we got wrong, out of all our failures, you weren't one of them. Whatever else happens, I'm proud of you. We all are. Julian Lyons.
Nein. Wobei.
Yeah, be able to board the
Nein, da
ship
kann ich
someday.
jetzt
That
nicht.
would be great. Let's see, these aren't in any weird particular. Okay, so that's 31720806. This one doesn't give a date. Project Equinox monitoring log. Okay, they're shutting us down after all this time. We finally have a breakthrough, and they're shutting us down. How in the hell can the Federation Empire be so short-sighted? It was literally under our noses the entire time. The Thargoids didn't leave, not all of them at least. If we had more time, we might have been able to run a more detailed analysis, but the data we have right now already paints a pretty grim picture as it is. The Thargoids are sowing the seeds for their return. We couldn't detect them before because their traces were so minuscule, but it's clear that these new self-repairing alloys that are starting to pop up in labs everywhere share an alarming amount of physical characteristics with Thargoid bioalloys pulled from their ships during the war. This is the smoking gun, and no one is willing or able to do anything about it anymore. The Federation won't listen, Duval won't listen, and Galcop is fractured to the point where even the old